This is the chief coach of the Nigerian national football team, Salisu Yusuf, taking a handful of cash.
Good for you. Yeah.
This secret recording was captured by undercover reporters in September 2017.
This is $1,000.
The video was handed to BBC Africa Eye by Ghanaian journalist Anas Aremayao Anas and shows the coach of the Super Eagles, who is paid 3 million naira a month, taking the money after a conversation about player selection. Anas's reporters were pretending to be football agents. They wanted 2 Nigerian players who had previously played for their country to be picked for the then upcoming African Nations Championship. After Yusuf had taken money, they alluded to other financial incentives.
So if everything goes through and those players are able to get the contract, you get 15% off that contract. Okay.
According to the FIFA Code of Ethics, officials should not engage in any activity that gives rise to suspicion or collect any cash gifts. Few would have expected Yusuf to put himself in such a position. He is one of the most respected coaches in Nigerian football, having led the Super Eagles through one of their most successful African Nations Championships ever, reaching the final in 2018. He was present during the World Cup and is due to lead the team to the Olympics in 2020. The video was captured as part of a far larger investigation into football by Anas, which exposed dozens of officials taking cash. It recently resulted in the collapse of the Ghanaian FA and Nkwesi Nyantechi, one of African football's most powerful men, resigning, though he denies any wrongdoing and claims the money he took was for expenses. Yusuf could face similar consequences from the Nigerian Football Federation, whose code of ethics also plainly states football officials cannot accept cash. The 2 players were eventually selected for CHAN, but no further money was requested or given to Yusuf. There is no suggestion the money the coach took impacted his player selection. He told Anas's reporters team selection was based on performance alone. In a statement issued to the BBC, Mr. Yusuf denied any wrongdoing and said he neither promised nor committed to selecting players for games. He says he never asked the undercover journalists for money. It was offered to him, and that the amount was $750, not the $1,000 Anas claims. He also stated he believes the money falls within the gifts the FIFA code allows for, viewing it as of trivial and symbolic value and not as an inducement to play the 2 players represented by the 2 agents. He did not consider the rule against cash gifts to apply under these circumstances. He says his influence over player selection was never affected and he was not in breach of FIFA or NFF ethics codes. Salisu Yusuf's career was previously untainted. What will Anas's video mean for the future of Nigeria's top coach?